Very good morning, students, and welcome back. Today we will do chapter 2 of your literature book, that is,
The Bird's Eye. Before we begin with the story, I would like to take you back to 1200 BCE to 900 BCE, the era of Mahabharata, when Dhritarashtra was the king of Kuru kingdom. Kuru kingdom today, which includes states of Delhi, Haryana, Punjab, and some parts of western Uttar Pradesh. Dhritarashtra was the eldest son of King Vichitravirya and his first wife Ambika, and Pandu was the son of Vichitravirya's second wife Ambalika. Dhritarashtra had 100 sons: Duryodhana, Dushasana, Vikarna, Shal, and so on. They were called Kauravas. And Pandu had 5 sons: Yudhishthira, Bhim, Arjuna, Nakul, and Sadev. They were called Pandavas. Guru Drona or Dronacharya was the royal preceptor to Kauravas and Pandavas. Dronacharya was one of the greatest archers of Mahabharata Yuga. Archery is a very ancient art or skill of using a bow to shoot an arrow at an inanimate target or in hunting. The Kauravas and the Pandavas were cousins who later fought the great battle of Kurukshetra. It is the story of a day when Kauravas and the Pandavas are going to be tested by their teacher Dronacharya.
now let us begin the story.
Now, a long, long time ago, when the Pandavas and the Kauravas were young boys, they learned archery from Guru Dronacharya. One day, the Acharya arranged a shooting demonstration as a test of his disciples' skills. Parents and visitors all gathered to see how well the princes were learning. Two brothers talking. I wonder what the test will be. I hope it will begin soon. During the ancient period, the children of kings were sent to Gurukuls for completing their education. In Gurukuls, princes learned both arms and scriptures. Similarly, the young Kauravas and Pandavas are in Gurukul of Acharya Drona. Acharya means teacher. One day, Acharya thought of testing how much his disciples have learned. Disciple means students. So, the Acharya arranged a shooting demonstration. Demonstration means a practical exhibition. Whatever the young princes have learned, yet they have to show. Acharya invited all their parents and visitors to see the demonstration. Now the princes start wondering what the test would be, how soon it will start. Dronacharya. Listen, princes. On the left branch of that tree, you can see a wooden bird. You have to stand on this line in front of you and shoot the eye of the bird with this bow and arrow. Are you ready? Brothers. Yes, Guruji, we are ready. Dronacharya tells the princes that there is a wooden bird hung on the left branch of the tree, and one by one, all the princes have to stand on a line and target the eye of the wooden bird with a bow and an arrow. All the princes understood their task and were ready. Dronacharya. Good. Yudhishthir, you step forward first. Yudhishthir stood on the line, took up the bow and arrow, and aimed. The Acharya scrutinized the position in which Yudhishthir was standing holding the bow. Yudhishthir, Sir, may I shoot? Dronacharya, Yudhishthir, can you see me? Yudhishthir, yes, teacher, I can see you clearly. Dronacharya, Yudhishthir, put down the bow and go back. You can't hit the bird. Yudhishthir was eldest of the Kauravas and Pandavas. Acharya Drona gave him the first chance. Yudhishthir was now standing with the bow and arrow on the line, aiming at the target. After examining his position of standing, Acharya asked him, could he see the Acharya? Yudhishthir answered, yes. Acharya was unhappy with his answer and asked him to go back. Then it was Bhimsen's turn. He came forward, lifted up the bow, and took aim. Dronacharya, Bhima, can you see the visitors on either side? Bhima, yes, sir, I can see them all, though not very clearly. Dronacharya, Bhima, go back. You can't shoot the bird. Bhimsena was puzzled, but he put down his bow and arrow and returned to his place. Now it was Bhimsen's turn. Bhima also standing with the bow and arrow on the line, aiming at the target. Acharya asked him if he could see the visitors on either side. Bhima answered, yes. Acharya was again unhappy with the answer and asked Bhima to keep down the bow and arrow and go back. Bhima was confused now, but did what Acharya said. Next, Duryodhana came forward and took up the bow. He aimed at the bird and then turned toward the Acharya. Duryodhana, Acharya, may I shoot? Acharya, don't. It will be a waste of time. Go back to your place. Duryodhana was standing and enjoying the scenario. Now he came forward, took the bow and arrow, stood on the line, and started aiming at the target, and asked Acharya if he could shoot. Acharya answered that it would be a waste of time and asked Duryodhana to put down the bow and arrow and go back to his place. One by one, all the princes came forward and prepared to shoot. The Acharya would ask them a question, listen to the answer, and send them back. Everyone was surprised. The parents and visitors discussing among themselves. The Acharya is very strict. He is not satisfied with anyone. Will even a single student be able to please him? At last, it was Arjuna's turn to aim. He came forward, stood at the line, and fixed the arrow to the bow. Guru Drona, Arjuna, are you ready to shoot? Arjuna, yes, sir, I am ready. Guru Drona, do you see me? Arjuna, no, sir. Acharya, do you see the trees and the branch on which the bird is placed? Arjuna, no, sir. Acharya, do you see the bird? Arjuna, no, sir. Acharya, Arjuna, what do you see? Arjuna, I see the eye of the bird which has to be shot. Acharya, good Arjun, shoot. Arjuna pulled the string of the bow taut until it touched his ear and shot. The arrow flew forward in a straight line without wavering and hit the eye of the bird. Finally, it was Arjuna's turn. Arjuna was ready with the bow and arrow, standing on the line aiming the target. Acharya asked if Arjuna could see him. Arjuna answered, no, sir. Again Acharya asked if Arjuna could see the trees or branches. Arjuna answered, "No, sir." Then Acharya asked, "What could he see?" Arjuna answered, "The bird's eye, only the bird's eye." Acharya finally asked Arjun to loose the arrow. Arjun pulled the string very tight and shot. The arrow went on straight and hit the bird's eye. Arjuna's answer to Acharya's question and his arrow hitting the bird's eye teaches us that if we want to achieve our goals, then we should focus only and only on our goals.
Okay, children, so this is it for today. I hope you liked the story and enjoyed it. So we will meet again in another video lecture with some new story. Till then, thank you very much and God bless you all.